Hello, we are back at the Alugana Festival of the Word. This is our Meet the Author series. I am Narissa Golden. I hope you've been enjoying all of these amazing and interesting authors and their new books. Be sure to always check the description and the comments to get their latest links. And several of them are also going to be online as well, so you can chat with them while you're watching them live here on the AFW Lit Fest page. Now, right now, we are going to jump into another conversation with a Montserratian author, Roydenn Silcott. Hello, Roydenn.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good to have you here with us. Now, Roydenn, I know you as a party promoter, a DJ, graphics artist, photographer extraordinaire. What else is there? Architect, children's books. How did that come about?
Okay, so it's one of those wild COVID ideas that you would have sitting down on for quite a bit of time. In addition to that, I have two kids, and like looking around the literary landscape in Montserrat, I didn't really see a lot of children books per se. I mean, regularly announced or promoted. So I was like, okay, maybe I could contribute to this landscape with my input. And it was also something that also played in my mind for quite a bit, because I did some video work with Prince when he was creating Cassava, showing the steps and so on. So it was one of the ideas generated from that.
Right. No, that's first of all, that's the first thing I love about the series is that it's called Cassava Kids. And so you really localize it, you bring back to us something that even our young children today may not even have tasted, much less have seen how the plant looks. And here you are, you're going to use this old story, this old history of Montserrat and many Caribbean islands to tell new stories. So tell us about this first book.
Okay, so Responsible Rosie is part of the Cassava Kids collection, which in the first instance would be a total of 5 books. And
Okay.
the books are based around the adventures or the holiday life of 5 kids who live on a cassava, not live, but 2 of them live on it, but the others, their cousins, would visit from time to time. So each of the books would essentially star one of the children. And what I did was try to bring across some of the history and some of the iconic parts of Montserrat through the characters or elements. So, as mentioned, the first book is called Responsible Rosie, and the others are similarly based on character traits. Normally, you'd have like your parents instilling these type of values in their kids. But what I chose to do was use the iconic aspects of Montserrat to do that. So, for example, you'd have like the Oreo, the mountain chicken, the famous black snake, the calabash, the heliconia. These would be the elements that would instill those values in the children. I mean, also supported by their parents, but primarily that's the whole goal.
Okay, that's interesting. And I suppose we could get into a whole other dynamic about why not let the parents be the primary instructor. But it is true that we actually can learn lots about life from everyday things around us. And so you also, so not only are the Rosie and the other characters, they are humans, but they're actually going to be learning things from animals and other things around them. That's cool. So now this is a illustrated book, and you're a graphics artist. Did you do the illustrations for this one?
No, I didn't. That's like that type of graphics wouldn't be my specialty.
Okay.
So I got others involved in assisting with the creation of that type of graphic.
Okay, so what was your involvement let's talk a bit about that. Did you give them the story first and then they had to create the images to go with that? Well, how did you decide what you think, how should Rosie look and all of those sorts of things?
Okay, so I had like a lot of different points that I communicated. So I would have the storyline, obviously, and then I also wanted to create a mix of characters. So you'd have the kids that live on the plantation, and you'd have the visiting cousins who the parentage would be probably mixed because
Ah,
they were
okay.
migrated and so on. So it's not just African American kids.
Okay, Afro-Caribbean kids.
Yeah, African.
Okay, understood. That's good. So tell us, you are going to be part of our children's book launch on Saturday of the festival. Are we going to see the books available, and are we going to get a sneak peek of the other books? Tell us what we can look forward to.
Okay, so you'll definitely see a few copies of the actual first book, Responsible Rosie, and you get not a hint, but you'll actually see the titles of the follow-up books and the
Brilliant.
characters. Um, for the kids, I also have some things they could take away, like stickers, little activity sheets, and other little surprises.
Wonderful. So if you want to meet Roydenn, you've got to be at our children's book launch Saturday. From the whole children experience starts from about 11 o'clock, but we do have an early session. The first book launch features Dr. Howard Fergus, Deanne Whiskey John, and Ian Gerald. And then if you stick around, we're going to get into lots of fun. So just plan to come and spend your entire Saturday with us, because we'll be down at the Montserrat Cultural Center from about 10 o'clock till 4. Thank you so much, Roydenn. We are definitely going to chat some more when we see you live. But thank you for stopping by. We are going to put all the details up about how you can find Roydenn. Check out Instagram, Cassava Kids, and much more to come from the Alugana Festival of the Word. Take care.